bitch.
Extra honest, extra unbiased, but a little bit shady. Go ahead, like and subscribe.
Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Zal, and you're here to be extra with Zal. If you're new to my channel, I must let you know that I blog about beauty pageants yearly and talk to you guys about my extra honest, extra unbiased opinions about the queens. And tonight, you guys, it's time! Not you, Mariah. It's time for my official top 20 prediction. Yes, not favorites, but prediction. Top 20 favorite prediction for my Miss Universe 2024, you guys. And oh, by the way, shout out to one of my viewers who got me this mic, you guys. I think it's low-key a shade, but it's a good shade because now I have a mic, you guys. I feel like a true reporter or something, you guys. Like I'm from CNN or something. Not CNN. Anyway, you guys, I'm absolutely ready to share with you guys my top 20 prediction for Miss Universe 2024, where I've assessed both pre-arrival and post-arrival. But post-arrival before I get to Mexico, because that will be another top favorite. Okay? All right, you guys, if you're ready, hang on to your seats, because this is going to be my top 20 official prediction for Miss Universe 2024. Let's go! But before we start, I just want to give you guys kind of like what goes through my head when I make these like predictions. I mean, it's probably not as important as you guys think it is. It is to me, okay? I really analyzed everything, you guys. So these are the kind of things that I really wanted to look at while I was, researching and making this list was speaking skills. I looked at a lot of interviews. In 2022, my prediction was very accurate because I looked at interviews, lots and lots of interviews, substance, which really kind of comes down to the girls' advocacy, that Miss Universe look, pageant experience, I think is actually really important too. Support, fan base. If you're not from a powerhouse country, you must have a whole lot of support, you guys. And then obviously powerhouse and sash influence is also really important. And also I looked into inclusivity, like if the queen has it all and then she's got that bonus of inclusivity, that's fabulous. But most importantly, I'm going back to my 2022 strategy where I just looked at a ton of like interviews. So those are kind of like the merits that I looked at when I made this top 20. Starting with my number 20, it's going to be the host. Hey, Grindr people, the host. It's Miss Universe Mexico, Maria Fernanda. All right, you guys, so I will admit she's not one of the best queens that are representing in Latin America this year, but she's a host. So therefore, I do think that they are going to push her forward in there, just like El Salvador last year. I mean, I don't find her the most beautiful out of all the queens that Mexico have sent in the last, I don't know, like 8 to 10 years. But I will say this, that she is seeing all these footages of her just being really kind to people. That actually makes her even more beautiful. Like, to me, that makes a person beautiful when they're kind, and they show them their true selves in front of us, and it's kindness. I love that. That makes her really, really attractive. For my number 19, it's going to be Miss Universe Germany. I mean, the blonde bombshell, the Robbie Margot vibes, So this girl is a beautiful blonde bombshell, you guys. I definitely started noticing her when she arrived in Mexico. And just the beauty of her, that piercing eyes. And I like that her jaw is a little bit strong. She's kind of square face-ish. I like that. It's like, it's unique, and unique, okay? I just like her. She's a Spanish speaker fluently, you guys, because her boyfriend, her novio es Latino, Colombiano. So I like her. She has a really good cause, and her advocacy is very deep. I've seen her voice for change and how she talks about it. It feels very authentic. For my number 18 is going to be Miss Universe Namaste India, Rhea Singah. So the plus side to Rhea Singah is that she is Indian, so that means she's already freaking like a power. She's from a powerhouse country. And the second great thing about her, she can speak amazing speaking skills, and the tone of her voice, it's such a pleasure to listen to. The problem is she's still a little too young, and I don't think she has a lot of experiences yet. And I know a lot of people are gonna like reference Sushmita Sen, that like Sushmita Sen and Laura Duta, like they all won when they were young. That was like 20 something years ago. So to me, it's really important to know that like Miss Universe have increased the age now for a reason, because they're looking for more queens that are a little bit mature, I guess. I mean, you guys saw what happened with Miss Grand in Myanmar. Okay, I'm not comparing to Rhea Singah to Miss Grand Myanmar, but the drama. For my number 17, it's going to be Miss Universe Kenya. Kenya Moore. I'm kidding. We love Kenya Moore on this channel, okay? Miss Universe Kenya is the curvy girl. This is the inclusivity that I love, you guys. She's giving us Beyonce curves, okay? Not supersized curve. And so to me, how I really got attracted to her is not only that African beauty, but also the very fact that I saw her voice for change, her cause, and her deep relationship with the children that she worked with for charity. I think is really incredible, and she is somebody who is just an incredible speaker, you guys. And you guys, you can't deny the beauty. She's beautiful, African goddess. So I really, really like her, and I see her going forward and moving, sneaking into that top 20. For my number 16, it's going to be Malaysia. Wrong pattern, I know. But I was gonna say Militia Lynn, wrong person. Sandra Lim, she has competed before at Miss Global, and so she's got pageant experience, and I didn't really notice her until some of you Malaysian people started bothering me and started harassing me to take a look at her. Thank you guys, I appreciate that. I love the harassment. I love being harassed. And so I looked at her, that I was like, wow, that is an exotic Asian beauty, an incredible speaker, has an incredible walk, and that pageant experience, I feel like will help her propel forward. This is a time when, powerhouse of Asia, such as the Philippines, and as well as Indonesia, as well as Myanmar, well, not really powerhouse, or maybe just the Philippines, but those other countries are not strong this year. So I feel like Malaysia has or even India, I feel like she will surpass India. So I feel like this is a time where Malaysia will probably make it further than those countries that we always take notice. It seems like it's Malaysia's here. I mean, they did well at Miss Grand, so I have high hopes for Sandra Lim. For my number 15, it's going to be Miss Universe. Hey, Brazil! Look, I'm wearing your flag, Brazil. So Miss Universe Brazil, Luana Calvacante, is also part of that inclusivity circle, you guys. She's a mother. I know, she's a mother, you guys. How dare her? I would slap her when I see her in Mexico. How dare you look like that and be a mother? And you guys, the woman is just so gorgeous. My drawback, she looks like Chinese Palacios. She reminds me of Chinese Palacios. She's got the sex appeal, even the sex appeal she has, and we love that, you guys. I just don't know if a duplicate could happen, you know what I mean? But again, what I noticed, I didn't notice that she's an incredible speaker until maybe when she was in Mexico. When she started speaking to us, I was like, whoa. She's got a very incredible, effective way of speaking to the audience. So I have high hopes for that she's going to do really well during the behind the closed door interview. But we'll see, you guys. I mean, she's really, really stunning though, Brazil. So she's my number 15. For my number 14, it's going to be Miss Universe New Zealand, Victoria Vincent. All right, so Victoria Vincent, you guys, comes from New Zealand, but really she's from the Philippines. She competed Miss Universe Philippines before, and she did not win, but that's okay because she was able to. She took my advice. And I told her to just go to New Zealand, and hey, if the Philippines don't want you, then hey, go to New Zealand and get to that Miss Universe stage, because I know that when this girl gets to the Miss Universe stage, I know that she's going to do really well. I know she's not the most conventionally beautiful girl. She does have like it's unconventional. I wouldn't even say it's edgy because she does have like an appealing vibes about her. It's just more of like the makeup styling and stuff like that that sometimes can make her look really like uninviting / witchy. That's for my fans. You guys, for my viewers, they say that she looks like a witch when she's... Okay, she does kind of look like a witch a little bit when she's got heavy makeup on. But you know what? The most beautiful thing about Miss Universe New Zealand is her brain. This woman is intelligent, and I think she will be the one that's going to be one of the reasons why the Philippines will not make it far this year, because she kind of basically represents that. I'm sure she's going to talk about the fact that she competed in the Miss Universe Philippines before. For my number 13, it's going to be Miss Universe Cambodia. All right, you guys. So Miss Universe Cambodia, Davin Prasad, she's also part of the inclusivity circle. She's married to a white man, right? An Asian woman married to a white man. That's another topic for another video. But anyway, you guys, she's married. She's got a kid. And she's also competed at Universal Woman before in 2022, where she was actually top 5. So I was like, no wonder this girl has been like really incredible with like her speaking skills with like, you know, interviewers as well as the, you know, the fans and like all the vloggers out there in Mexico. So she's gorgeous, and I feel like her beauty's timing is great because as a reason, a lot of exotic Asian girls are winning. Look at Indonesia's Tata and the other Tata. Oh, there's 2 Tatas. Ta 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 ta. Okay, so I feel like that's kind of where the beauty standard is in terms of like Asian beauty, is that exotic, tan skin, looks like Dell, okay, kind of beauty. So Cambodia, this is a strong year for you. For my number 12, it's going to be Miss Universe South Africa, Mia LaRue. So our queen, Mia LaRue, she is a deaf queen, and we love that. I love this girl's story. She's an incredible speaker. She's an effective speaker. She not only tells you her story, how she has overcame being deaf, and she plays around with it. And during, if you guys haven't, I watched Crown Chasers, obviously. Crown Chasers, she's kind of always made like fun of like the fact that when there's haters, she's gonna turn it off and stuff like that. So I think she's a girl that's really gonna rock it doing that up close and personal interview backstage. I mean, behind closed door. But I will say that like, I don't know if she physically transformed, kind of like Brioni last year, and I wish she kind of did. I mean, don't get me wrong, she's a beautiful girl, but you know, this is Miss Universe. Everything matters. But nonetheless, Miss Universe is all about the story and empowerment. So therefore, I think she is going to be in the running to be in that top 12, you know? So yeah, really love South Africa. For my number 11, it's going to be Miss Universe Canada. Canada is Ashley Callingbull, and I think that she will be the reason why Miss USA will not make it far this year, because you can't have USA, hey, let's have Canada. I feel like Ashley Callingbull represents something that is actually really important, not only in the Canadian, American, but also Mexican history, the indigenous population that is just in the integral foundation of all of these countries, really, before they were colonized, but by the Spaniards and those English people, okay? And so I think that's a really important topic, and the way that she communicates it to people, she always communicates it to people, and you know exactly what she's here for. She's a woman with a purpose, and she's also a stunning morena queen, and I love that, and an incredible speaker, you guys. For my number 10, it's going to be Miss Universe. Surprise, 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 surprise. It's Somalia. All right, Somalia, you made it to my list. So this girl is absolutely gorgeous, where she's been rocking the hijab, the head wrap, and the focus is all on the face. And the face card, don't decline, honey. She's a gorgeous girl. I mean, you guys, one thing I learned when I was researching is that she was part of Miss World, you guys. She was top 13 during Miss World 2021 when Poland won. So that was, I thought when I found that, I was like, oh, no wonder this girl's an incredible speaker, because I've seen her interviews and I was like, oh, explains a lot. And you guys know those queens from Miss World, they tend to do really well at Miss Universe. So I'm very excited that she's representing Somalia and giving us new like, you know, a new culture, a new type of beauty, and a representation that we absolutely need. For my number 9, it's gonna be Miss Universe Chile, Emilia. I know you guys are gonna hate me for it. Gosh, calm down, you guys, okay? So I will never ever deny that this girl is one of the most stunning girls that's arrived in Mexico, and one of the girls that really is just one look at her, you're just in awe and just captivated because she is that beautiful, you guys. She's a star, absolutely a star. But is she a star or is she a queen? And I think that she's more of a star than a queen. But she's, you know, like she's on her way to 1 million followers, you guys. So she's definitely a star. The biggest problem with her is that, one, she's not one of the taller ones, and I do think that height matters, you guys. But she does kind of present herself like so confidently that it doesn't matter. But it does matter once you're standing next to like these tall bitches, okay? And most importantly is she lacks pageant experience. I think lacking pageant experience and not coming from a powerhouse also, it's going to be trouble for her because, you know, I think those kind of experiences, they really matter. For my number 8, it's going to be Miss Universe Zimbabwe. All right, so 𝐔𝐧𝐢𝐬𝐸 came from Supranational, and she did really well there. Well, not well in the sense that she was crowned Miss Supra Africa, but she didn't go past top 13, I believe, or 15. I don't remember, something like that. But so to me, she was one of the queens that I had high up before the arrival, pre-arrival, because I was just like, yo, this girl is absolutely stunning. That experience she has, it's, you know, the queens with experiences, they absolutely almost certain that they're going to do well during Miss Universe. But unfortunately, there's other queens who are also entering the competition with experience as well. And to me, the biggest disappointment is when Zimbabwe came to Mexico. It just seems like there's a lack of like charisma, you know, like she didn't, you know, she didn't capture you. Like, she's beautiful, but there's something there that just seems to be missing and that's not connecting. And I'm just talking about beauty-wise and presentation-wise. You know, the talking is her best asset for sure. And that brown skin girl of her, that brown skin of her is absolutely gorgeous. So, but I do think that her experience at Supranational will still allow her to, you know, squeeze herself into that top 12, you guys. For my number 7, it's going to be Miss Universe Peru, Tatianna Calmell. All right, you guys, so I covered Miss Universe Peru, and I definitely was watching the prelims, I was watching the finale, and I was assessing who was going to win. And Tatianna Calmell was my top 5 prediction. She was my number 5 and number 4, 3, 2, and 1, because I had that much faith in her because, 1, she did really well during Miss International, and 2, she's got a whole lot of experience, you guys. This girl came from Peru's Next Top Model to second runner-up to 𝐔𝐧𝐢𝐬𝐬, Miss Peru 2022. And to, you know, now being their Miss Universe Peru. So she's gone through a lot, and she's got a lot of experience. And she's a perfect girl to crown in Mexico. She's an actress. So I think that would be probably a great way for Telemundo to benefit from, because she's an actress. But ultimately, I think with her speaking skills, I think it's great. But I feel like once she gets to the top 5, or mainly the top 5, I feel like when she gets to the top 5, I do feel like she might be too intense and too, like, you guys will not talk about. You guys watch like Miss Universe Peru 2024, the finale, and she just kind of spoke as if like really, really intense, like too much passion, and she loses the beauty pageant like aspect vibe, you know? So maybe she's worked on that. But anyway, you know, there's a lot of competitors, so hopefully she's worked on it. For my number 6, it's the one and only Miss Universe Jamaica, Rachel Silva. All right, you guys, this girl was one of my top favorites from my second leaderboard of Miss Universe. I think it was October edition. And so I think the reason why is because I saw that her trending video of her answering the question and answer during Miss Universe Jamaica. And she answered a silly question with a very, very sassy, but also very in-depth, substance answer. And I've seen a lot of her interviews. Luckily, she posts them on her Instagram. So I think this girl has a really, really incredible speaking skills, and her communication skills is filled with substance. So I love her. She connects. And the face, you guys. This girl is a stunning islander melanin queen, you guys. She's a combination of Miss Universe Jamaica 2020 and Miss World 2019's personality all put together. So to me, she's going to pull a surprise, just kind of like Miss Curaçao from 2022 as well as Australia last year. So I have high hopes for Rachel Silva. And I like the fact that she can back it up. That beauty, she can back it up. She looks great on Instagram. And from all the videos that I've been seeing from all the bloggers and, fans, she looks absolutely breathtaking. For my number 5, it's going to be the one and only República Dominicana, Celine Santos, you guys. So, okay, this girl, I mean, if there's one girl that's super prepared, it's going to be Celine Santos, okay? So Celine Santos, she's like, if you guys have seen some of her interviews, I have, because, I'm a loser and that's all I do. She has talked about how she's been competing since she was 12, you guys. I mean, the girl has been around pageant her whole life, most of her life at least. She competed against Tatianna Calmell at Miss International, was a 4th runner-up. But that was a pageant where you're required to speak English. So maybe that's kind of like her flaw, is that she's not very fluent in English. But we're in Mexico, you guys. The Spanish language is central, and that's the focal point. So communicating Spanish is so easy for her. And she's been doing this for half of her life. So I think she's going to do really well. She's very, very prepared. And most importantly is she's got something to prove. Because last year, Dominican Republic did not make it. They're El Tocuyo. So this year, she's got that chip on her shoulder. And so is she wants to make the Dominican Republic proud and just redeem the country in front of, the audience. And you can never lose if you're driven and if you're doing this for the fan base and the Dominicanos. So I think that Dominican Republic is going to do whatever she can to win. And she's gonna give us a show in that preliminary, that's for sure. For my number 4, it's gonna be Miss Universe Ecuador, Mara Topek. All right, so Mara Topek is another queen that she kind of grew up in the USA. But I think she was born in Ecuador, and then she went to USA, had a career in modeling, so she traveled around the world. She's got an incredible story, advocacy. Again, you guys, she's my number 1 for my Voice for Change, because I really love the idea of hair. Like, she talked about hair a lot in connection to her immune system, as well as breast cancer awareness. So I think she's an effective speaker, and she really sells whatever the message that she's trying to convey. She's a great speaker, and it's not just with the verbiage, it's about the connecting. She connects, she speaks to us like a queen. Most importantly, she also has pageant experience, you guys. She was top 10 in Miss Grand International 2019. And so to me, those experiences, they add up. And that's the reason why she was able to prevail to win Miss Universe Ecuador this year, despite the fact that the front runner was such a favorite that she competed at Miss USA before, and she went to Ecuador to try to really win that crown. But Mara Topek prevailed. And you guys, it's been how many, almost 11 years since Ecuador was in front of us on that stage of Miss Universe, a top 5 actually, in Russia. So Mara Topek I think is going to pull a surprise. For my number 3, it's going to be Miss Universe Nigeria, you guys. Chichi Adetina. Okay, so this girl has gone through a lot this year, you guys. She was supposed to compete at Miss Universe South Africa, Miss South Africa, but there's drama in that situation, so you can look that up. I'm not one to judge what's happening. All I know is when I see Miss Universe Nigeria, Chichi Adesina, she is just a stunning, stunning queen. I mean, I've talked to so many of my friends and like, and my viewers, and we're all like in this same predicament that, yo, this girl showed up and showed out. And Miss Universe Nigeria is an African beauty that's rare, that's really unique. She kind of looks like an alien. I'm kidding. I like her look. I mean, it's different. It's not a conventional beauty. And that's what I really love. A unique chocolate goddess, you guys. I mean, if I was a Black African goddess, I would want to look like that, okay? So I think she's appealing, and that the brain of hers is absolutely amazing. And she's gone through so much. She is a fighter, and she is going to keep on fighting, and I love that. And she's going to impress those judges at the preliminaries as well as that behind closed door interview. For my number 2, it's going to be Miss Universe Venezuela. All right, 𝐷𝐬𝐬𝐬. Marquez. So this is the girl that's been super prepared. I mean, she won like almost like a year ago. So she was able to keep that stunning body, that stunning face, you guys. I mean, this girl is just super stunning. Not just physically, also like as a person. I think that she's a really pleasant person. And when I see her interact with other people, she seems really pleasant with them. And so I really love that about her. And I think that has to do with the very fact that she's a mom and she's gone through a lot probably since, she had a baby at a young age, teen pregnancy. Very much, what she stands for is to prevent other teenager girls to be in the situation and predicament that she was in. And I love it, you guys. She had like a really good voice for change because it's very personal. I will set aside this notion that I know that she has a sugar daddy. I mean, I don't know if they're still together, but she has a boyfriend that's like almost like 70 years old, you guys. So that kind of turned me off. But you know what? We don't know the situation. Someone told me in one of my comments that's his grandpa. Anyway, you guys, but I do think that 𝐷𝐬𝐬𝐬 Marquez is a really strong queen. And the last time I had Venezuela in my top 5, they were first runner-up, okay? See, Venezuela, I don't lie when it comes to these things. When I think your queen is fabulous, she's going to do well. And for my number 1, it's going to be the one and only Sawadika, Thailand. All right, opal, suchata, chuangsri. So opal, I mean, this girl is just a gorgeous, gorgeous, pure Thai. None of that half white crap, okay? She just happens to be Thai and a freaking goddess, so she's a Thai goddess, okay? So to me, I think opal suchata, she kind of checks off everything that I would say what I was kind of like looking for, or the merits that I looked for this year, which is speaking skills. She's got a great substance. She's a person that represents all women out there who's had a lump removed from their breast or anywhere, or just anybody who's gone through that, at the age of 16. She's got the Miss Universe look. I mean, the girl oozes Miss Universe, you guys. She's got a support, a fan base, and a powerhouse / influence. And okay, I will say this, she doesn't have like international like pageant experience. What have you guys tried competing at Miss Universe Thailand? You guys, even Vina, a stunning goddess, couldn't get through that shit, okay? 3 times, okay? And it's a tough competition, just kind of like winning Miss Universe Philippines, So to me, she's got all the makings of a Miss Universe, and I think that it might be time for Thailand to win that crown because she's got it all. She's got it all, you guys. In this year, not a whole lot of queens are standing out. Like, to me, it's not as competitive as everybody says. I think it's actually least competitive than the last few years. But, so, take your chance. Take your chance, Thailand. This is it. In a competition where there's not a whole lot of threat, you better take that chance. And I do not doubt that this girl is going to have an incredible presentation preliminary as well as the finale. So Thailand, it's yours to take. So don't ruin it, okay? And that's about it, queens. First and foremost, thank you so much, you guys, for watching this with me and just over analyzing sometimes, you guys, to discover our next Miss Universe. And I don't know, I just love doing this with you guys, so I want to start off with that. But what did you guys think of my list? Who's on your list, you guys? Am I gonna get a lot of hate in the comment? I mean, I'm not sure. But that's just my opinion, you guys. I mean, that's kind of like what's been like really vibing with me this year, these girls. So definitely Thailand, Venezuela, Nigeria, Ecuador, Dominican Republic, Jamaica, Peru, Zimbabwe. Those 8, I feel like those 8 are the girls that I feel like are going to really battle it out, because they all have those criterias to be the next Miss Universe. You know what I mean? So yeah, to me, I think it's all gonna come back to it's all gonna come down to the basic, which is interview skills, you guys. Having that the embodiment of an ambassadress. You know what I mean? So. But then again, you guys, I still have to go to Mexico and see who's the catfish and who's not a catfish, and see their energy and their vibe in person, you guys. Fun fact: when I went to Miss Universe 2022, first of all, I met Catriona Gray. She was right behind me, and most importantly, when I was there, my story, I will always tell this to people, not just the Dominicans, but every pageant fans. When I saw Dominican Republic in person, I was like, oh my God. And she was like in my top 7, on my final prediction for Miss Universe 2022. But I saw her doing rehearsal. When I saw that girl doing rehearsal, I was in love, you guys. I mean, I even have a little video of her doing the rehearsal on my shorts page. Anyway, so things could change how I see them in person. You know what I mean? So, but for now, I think these are the girls that are, to me, screaming Miss Universe. So let me know your thoughts and your comments in the comment box. Let me know you're extra honest, extra unbiased. Don't hide it. Show it. Flaunt it. Okay? No hiding over here, you guys. Be your authentic self, as I do it all the time with you guys. So that's about it. Hope you guys have an incredible Sunday evening or Monday morning or Tuesday evening, wherever, or Tuesday morning. I don't know where you guys are in the world, but whatever it is, stay beautiful and stay extra. Okay? Mwah. Bye, guys.